Everybody knows how powerful TikTok Shop can be for your e-commerce store. Today, I'm going to share every single thing that you need to know to be able to have a successful launch on this goldmine of a platform. Seriously, starting to sell on TikTok Shop right now is like selling on Amazon in 2015. You have the best chance to become the very top seller in your category. I'm going to cover everything from how to set up your store, how to set up your website and your e-commerce platform, and every single strategy that you're going to need to get from 0 to 100K per month in sales. From my experience of growing brands on the platform, this is the absolute best way to do it. Right here on screen, you can see some of my clients' brands that I've grown. Stick around to the end because these are the same strategies I'm using to get these results for my clients. Let's jump straight into the video. Chapter 1, the TikTok Shop opportunity right now. So what TikTok Shop actually is. TikTok Shop is TikTok's built-in e-commerce system that lets viewers discover, evaluate, and purchase products without leaving the app. It merges short-form content, creator promotion, product listings plus reviews, in-app checkout, and overall just a very automated process for both the buyer and the seller. So this compression of the entire buying journey into a single platform is why TikTok Shop is outperforming websites and traditional e-commerce, right? Because it's so streamlined, so automated that it's so easy for the consumer, it's frictionless basically, that it's very easy to buy. And this is exactly the principle that you need to increase conversion rates. Now, why is e-commerce a once-in-a-decade opportunity? So TikTok is aggressively pushing the shop because they want their own entire customer purchase flow, right? They don't want to lose purchases to Shopify or Amazon. Of course, these are competitors. They want to monetize not just their ads, but their transactions. So this is an amazing point because social commerce is becoming a huge thing because social media platforms, they have ready to buy consumers, right? So before, the way that they would just make money on these platforms is selling ad placements to brands like us, right? We pay Facebook ads, we pay TikTok ads, etc. Now they notice that they have a bunch of ready to buy customers on the platform, right? Because they have billions of users. Of course, some of those are going to be ready to buy. So they're going to start taking and hosting transactions directly on the platform because it doesn't make sense for them, let's put this full screen, to actually go ahead and send somebody out when they can just host a transaction and take all of that money, right? It doesn't make sense for them to do that. They're wasting a bunch of money. And now they're going to be making exponentially more money with all of these platforms hosting transactions. So like now, like Twitter or X, Meta, YouTube, LinkedIn, all of these platforms are starting to host on-platform transactions. TikTok Shop is obviously the biggest. So yeah, this is called social commerce and this is the future. Slowly, the days of websites are going to die because it doesn't make sense for the actual platforms to do this anymore. So let's jump back in, right? So that's why they're not doing that. Or that's why they're going to start doing that, sorry. So they want creators to earn more money without leaving the platform. Of course, this is also a plus for them because the more users they have, the more ad placements they can sell. So they never want to send somebody outside of a website, of their own platform, sorry. They always want to keep them inside. So they also do this to encourage rapid action. So TikTok is giving sellers artificial algorithm boost, lower fees, free traffic, coupon subsidies, incentivized creator programs, flash sale priority, and new seller priority ranking. Now, another incentive that they have for this is TikTok is a huge corporation, right? $1 billion corporation. So they're spending a bunch of money, not only on sellers, but on creators. Everybody, they're wasting money basically to grow the platform, basically to get as many people on the platform so they can grow it, right? So they're willing to waste money, of course, because they're huge. So this is what they're doing. They're really giving us a bunch of incentives as sellers to go ahead and grow our brands and get more and more sellers on the platform. Early adopters always win the most. Right now on TikTok Shop, not a lot of your competitors are going to be on there compared to Amazon, compared to all these other platforms, right? So you can separate yourself. So right now is a phase where beginners can apply for brands with 20 plus employees, 50 plus employees, 100 plus employees, especially because of affiliates. With affiliates, you can have hundreds and thousands of affiliates, creators, influencers. In-house employees, you could only have a few. It's super expensive. There's a lot of work, a lot of training. You have somewhere to house them, a facility, whatever. Affiliates, you can have hundreds and thousands very easily. Why TikTok Shop converts higher than website? So TikTok has a native checkout, which is zero friction, right? Because you don't have to leave to a website. You can stay on TikTok and check out through there. Very low friction, like it says here. Social proof built into the content, right? People come warmed up already. They don't come from an ad which they know that you're buying. They're coming from a organic post that's made by a relatable, authentic creator. Creators demonstrating the product. No external pages need to load, so this is very important. A lot of product pages, their conversion rate tanks because you as a seller are not doing what you're supposed to. So if you don't know how to build a page, you are going to lose a lot of conversion rate. Now, TikTok is spending millions and millions to make sure their product pages are optimized. Obviously, you still have to do your end, picking good photos, optimizing your titles, optimizing descriptions, etc. But they're doing like the design for you, essentially. Also, instant trust. So it's very automated. Like I said at the beginning of this video, instant trust. TikTok handles payments and refunds, so affiliates don't think they're going to get scammed, etc. The fewer steps, the higher the conversion rates are for your consumers, affiliates, etc. Chapter 2, so setting up your TikTok shop properly. This is important. A lot of people don't know how to do this. This chapter ensures your foundation is correct before scaling. So account requirements. To set up a shop, you're going to need a TikTok account. This is not necessary from the beginning, but you're going to have to link it after. A government ID, an official business entity, so LLC recommended. Also, you can register as an individual, but businesses, of course, better for tax reasons. A valid bank account for payouts, also a return address and fulfillment address for affiliates and returns. The most important rule during setup, your name, address, ID, and business documents. These must match exactly, because if they don't and they're all over the place, your submission is going to get denied. So you need to make sure that these are cohesive. 99% of delays come from mismatch info. So here's step 1. This is for your TikTok account. Create or convert to a business account. This is going to give you business features. Step 2, register in the TikTok Seller Center. So you're going to upload all of the information they're asking. It's going to be ID, business stocks, address, plus bank info. There's a few different, they're going to ask you if you're a corporation or sole proprietorship, etc., etc. Address plus. Now, step 3, configure your store settings. So return addresses, customer service hours, store name, store logo, store banner. Step 4, add your first product. So you can either upload manually or sync from Shopify e-commerce platform, or sync from Amazon in some regions. Now, I recommend that you do set up your e-commerce platform just so everything's merged and you don't have to fulfill in 2 places. Consolidate everything so it's streamlined. Manual gives you the most control, but again, make sure I'd recommend that you sync. Also, once you do sync, check your product photos. Just make sure everything is good through your listings. Now, chapter 3, this is where we start really getting into the strategy and the nitty-gritty of how to become a powerhouse of a TikTok shop. You want to choose your hero product. So it's a good hero product determines a very big majority of your success. So why you should only push one product at first. So TikTok heavily rewards listings with strong sales velocity, listings with consistent content, and listings with strong affiliate adoption, and reviews is not mentioned here. But if you spread across, let's go over the full screen right here. If you spread across 5 different product listings, it's going to take you 5 times as long to get to the same place, instead of you just focused on one SKU. That one hero SKU, you need to push out to creators. You need to get reviews and sales on it to build momentum. Once you build momentum, TikTok is going to see that this is a good selling listing, product, etc. And they're going to give you a bunch of momentum, not only into the algorithm, but they're going to give you momentum into the competitive marketplace of TikTok Shop. So overall, it's 100% in your best interest to focus on one product, send out one product, market one product, and sell one product. Now, you might be like, I have a bunch of products, right? And I want to sell all of them. You can upload all of your products on TikTok Shop. And what I recommend and what I do for my clients is we only market one product. We only really focus on one product. But once we get that out to consumers like it. If they like our product, they're going to go on the back end and buy our bigger AOV, like maybe a bundle or, just a bigger overall ticket item if they like that first hero SKU. But focus on that one product. Here, next section. So how to choose a winning product. So realistically, if you already have products as an e-commerce brand, I hope you do if you're watching this, just choose your bestseller. If your bestseller, it's a bestseller, right? So it already has people wanting it, buying it, etc. Now, if you don't, here we can choose this. So a good price point for your hero SKU is $15 to $45. Why? Because low friction, impulse friendly. Impulse friendly meaning that anything under basically $40. Now it's actually moving up, but for this sake, let's say anything under $40. The consumer doesn't have to put too much thought into the actual purchase, right? So they see it, they relate to the video, and within 3 clicks, I believe they could buy the product. So it's very quick. TikTok Shop, you're going to notice that it's very spontaneous, it's very quick, and everything happens very, very fast. So you need to capitalize this with your product price. Now, the reason I'm saying it's moving up because now if you go on Calo data, which is, let's do this, Calo data right here, we can see that these top products right now, they're actually killing it with high ticket prices. So next, Playground right here, This is a Black Friday. Before Black Friday, nobody knew this brand, let me tell you. And in the past 30 days, right, basically this whole month, November 25 right now, $4.7 million in sales. Look, if you go to 90 days, it's only 5.9, almost 6 million. But they've done so much in the past 30 days because they're really flooding the algorithm and getting in front of consumers. Now, what my original point was is that a lot of top sellers are actually getting high in the price, right? So 149. Right now, this is kind of fake because they're actually running a sale for $80. They never really go past that, but you can see this one right here, 175 to 179, 139, 34, 644. So TikTok Shop is actually shifting in the way that it works because, like I said before, if you weren't under like $70 before, you had no chance of competing on TikTok Shop. Now it's moving up and becoming accessible to all brands. Like it's just getting closer to Amazon, which of course is good because TikTok is getting older and older and more people are going to start buying on it, which they're growing very, very fast. They're growing 644% year over year. So we can only expect this to grow and just get more sellers on the platform. This is why it's a perfect time to join right now because you can establish yourself as a early on as a pioneer and separate yourself from all those top consumers or competitors in your category that are just killing you everywhere else on Amazon, websites, etc. So you do have a place to establish yourself. Now let's go over here back to where were we? So impulse friendly, easy for creators to promote. Yes. So something that is easy to showcase on camera is very, very important too. TikTok is content first, like every marketing platform nowadays. Content first. So it does need to be like either look nice on camera, have a good transformation, have a good marketing angles behind it, etc. It's TikTok treat yourself culture, right? So TikTok, a couple years back, something really big was going on. It was TikTok made me buy it, and this was huge for consumers because if you got on there and you become a trend, you're getting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of sales overnight. Rule 2, visual performance. So your product must look good on camera. So this is not completely accurate or 100% accurate or needed, but it does help. This is just called aesthetics, basically. Anything that looks good. So shiny, transformative, satisfying, solves a problem visually, or high show, don't tell factor. Rule number 2, emotional triggers, or rule 3, sorry. Now, this is basically if your product solves one of these, you're going to have a good time and people are going to buy your product. If it taps into pain, pain points, insecurity, etc., desire, aspiration, problem, solution, so transformations. You showcase a problem, you showcase how your product solves a solution. Transformation and belonging, all of these, they're going to get you far. This is overall for all of e-commerce and business. If you can solve one of these, you know that people are willing to spend money to fix that. Rule 4, market validation. So you want to check Halo Data, Fastmoss, TikTok Creative Center, competitors' listings, etc. TikTok made me buy it, style videos. Now, this is only for people who don't have a product. If you do have a product, you're getting sales. Don't worry about it. Focus on your product. You're going to get far. But Calo Data, what's really good for is just doing market research. I highly, highly, highly recommend that anybody that's taking TikTok Shop at least 1% series, sign up for Calo Data. There's actually a discount link, a discount code link, third link in the description. So go ahead and use that. And what this is good for is just looking through these. So you can go through all of these products and just see what's working, what's not, what categories are doing good, what categories are not. Right here, you can see beauty and personal care in the last 30 days, $308 million in sales. If you click into this, last 180 days, they have generated 1.4 billion only in this category. And again, TikTok Shop is growing 644% year over year. Now, if you go to product, my original point was that you can just see what's working in here. You can find competitors, right? You can also find products that they have a lot of demand. They don't have too much supply. Also look for brands here that don't have a good branding, right? Because you could take advantage of that. So if you see a good product and you think you can do it, go ahead. But you can go in here and let's say like you're selling a multivitamin, for example, in oil, 747K in the last 30 days. We can see that all of that revenue basically was through videos instead of live streams. Right here, live stream revenue was $138,000 in sales. Now, another very good thing we can do inside of Calibrated is this right here. These are the review insights, and you do need a purchasable account in here. But okay, well, actually, this product has too few reviews. But basically, what this done is it organizes reviews for you. So this is very powerful because you can go in here, and if your competitor has a lot of bad reviews, you can actually go ahead and make videos, get your affiliates to make videos targeting these pain points. So if let's say this product tasted bad and that was a common review, you can go ahead and just make your hooks, all of your hooks about taste, right? How this tastes so good for you. And then you're going to get all of that market that was in pain because of a product they bought, and you're going to get them to buy your product. So right here, we can see how many creators they've worked with. We can see their top creators. Now this is insane. I'm gonna tell you why shortly. They have worked with 817 creators in the past 30 days. Let's move over actually to 180 days. We can see the revenue, 936. So we can see this creator generated 168,000. And why this is insane, because you can do this right here. So you can copy and paste this name and go to the TikTok Shop Seller Center. Let me do that. So this lets you steal your competitor's direct affiliate. So right here, we can search up this creator and we're going to see her right here. So we can go ahead and invite her and, have her join our brand. Now, keep in mind that to get a creator this good, right? She has generated 304K in the last 30 days. To get a creator this good, you're going to have to offer them higher commissions or retain their prizes and rewards, etc. Because she is a good creator, right? So she's not just going to work for commission. But do that, and this is going to give you a good foundation to go viral. If you get multiple of these affiliates, you're going to have very good sales coming in. Now, this just shows you this is the Seller Center. Once this creator actually accepts your invite, they're going to move over to sample request, and then you can go in here and accept, approve, or reject them. Now, moving back, let's go over back to this right here. Quick break. If you see what TikTok Shop is doing for these top brands right now, the one scaling from 0 to 100K per month strictly off creator-driven momentum. And if you want the same TikTok Shop infrastructure built and managed inside of your business, my team and I will help you get there. Book a call using the first link in the description. Let's jump back in. So I'm actually going to share exactly how TikTok Shop looks like from the consumer's point of view. So stay tuned. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, perfect. So here we are inside of TikTok. We can go here to... Now I have to pause it just because the volume is super loud and I don't know how to put it down through the OBS. But here we can see, so if we scroll through here, well, actually first off, let's point out, you see where it says For You page on the top right of it, basically next to that magnifying glass, that's For You. Next to that, there's a shop button. So this is the organic and the competitive marketplace I'm talking about. So we can see right here, these are products that are recommended to the person through an algorithm. So you have to rank for these for people who are like seeing your product, etc. So here are the product listings right here. You can see that this is how it looks like on the phone. And you always want to just see this on the phone because 99% of people on TikTok are scrolling through on a phone. And you can see deal right here. So it ends in 2 days. Also, you can see under the price right here, the $200, $199, that Black Friday tag. This means that they're in the campaign and they're getting a bunch of extra boost. So this is a top selling product. Right now, they're doing almost, I think, $5 million. And nobody really even knew about them before, this month. So they're growing like crazy. And I can only expect they're going to, scale even more after Black Friday and Christmas.
Coupon. Because if there was Ben coupon, you would have paid, it would have been 130. Sarah, I just got all your orders. Congrats. But yeah, guys, by far the best affordable electric scooter. It's going to make an amazing Christmas gift. You guys are going to get it nice and fast within a week. So right now it's still shipping out fast. It will be on back order soon, but not just yet. So Prime has a shout out to you, bro. I'm glad you like it. Appreciate you popping back in. Happy Tuesday, man. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Hey, you're a legend, dude. Jennifer got your order. Arika got your order. Sarah got your order. Guys, these are going fast. By far the best affordable electric scooter, guys. Kids can ride these, adults can ride these, but 19 miles per hour. Normally to get a scooter that goes this fast, you're paying anywhere between $200 to $300. So it has a 265-pound weight limit. It's super portable, can easily take it on the go. It folds right up. It's nice and light. You got your smart display right there to see how fast you're going. Got your...
So most important part is the images, the product photos of the listing. So you're going to need one hero image, right? This is your main image. And I highly, highly, highly suggest that you A/B test this constantly. One variation is always going to work better than the other. So this is not just a thing that you put on once, you A/B test it maybe once and you just have it on there. You constantly want to try to figure out what works best. So 2 to 3 lifestyle images, one benefit-driven image, one comparison image, one clean background image. Usually this is the first image, like a clean white background. Also size, material, spec image, depending on the product. Now we can actually use Calendar to find top competitors' product listings. I recommend that you do this on the phone for the sake of this video. I'm just going to do it right here, and we can see their image. So this is just a plain white product image. We can see right here lifestyle, benefits. We can see that they have a bunch of features of different games, more lifestyle, more lifestyle. And then here, just social proof is very important in these as well, because social proof just tells the consumer people are buying the product, etc. And then also we can see their name here, which I'm going to touch on. So you can rank actually in the competitive marketplace if your name has keywords in it, to rank for it. Listing with UGC photos converts even better as well. So title and structure, the format. So product type, primary benefit, secondary benefit, and then you want to add a keyword. So here are some examples: hair growth serum, thicker, fuller hair, biotin, peptide formula, portable blender, 15-second smoothies, US rechargeable. Description structure. So descriptions are not super important. Some brands don't even have descriptions, but I just recommend that you add it because it definitely won't hurt. But a couple of good frameworks for it is, first off, don't have a huge text wall. So you want to break it up, either put emojis, bullet points, whatever. Just break it up so it's easily scannable, in little paragraphs. Also here, like it says, benefits, where what's included, how it works, guarantee or trust elements or statements. Sorry. Also, another thing about TikTok is that you can actually add photos and images and videos in the description. So add that. I usually add specific images and videos that are going to get the consumer down the buying process. So like handle objections, answer common questions, FAQs, etc., etc. So TikTok Shop's readers don't read paragraphs. If it's small, yes, they do. They skim bullets. So listing modules to enable Q&A section, customer reviews. Also, so this is listing modules. It's basically how you build your storefront. So you can actually do that inside. And let me show you that on this TikTok Shop Seller Center. So here we are inside the Seller Center. We can go right here. I'm going to show you how you can actually build out your storefront. Now, this is not super important. The main stuff is basically just going to be getting your videos out there, building momentum on the algorithm, getting sales and reviews. But this, again, it won't help. So you can actually go ahead and design your shop through here and just optimize for conversion rate. So you can just put different stuff like single images, carousels, multi-click image, these different things. You can also add like your flash sales up here, new releases, categories, etc. And actually, funny enough, they actually released some stuff for Black Friday that you can add specifically to your shop. So here we are, chapter 5, launching with mastery. Your first 30 days, the first month determines algorithmic fate. The launch philosophy. So you want to prioritize momentum instead of profit, right? Momentum is what's going to get you and push you out to everybody. So early on, you're not trying to maximize revenue. You're trying to get sales, get reviews, activate affiliates, and trigger the algorithm to understand that you are a good seller and a good product. Once TikTok sees traction, they push you. So the launch checklist. Before launch, optimize all of your listings, right? You want a good sample size of inventory. And this is very important because if you go viral, you're going to get a lot of sales. So you want to make sure you're not missing on sales if you get a video that gets $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in sales. Price dialed in. So you want to have a pricing strategy. I recommend that you just look at your consumers and see what's going on. Have a good understanding. Do that in Calendar data. Samples prepared for affiliates, flash sales planned, free shipping enabled, and higher commissions. So average commissions are usually from 15 anywhere to 40%. 15 is low, 40 is very high. So anywhere in between there is pretty good. 20 is really, really average, I would say. During launch, you want to outreach to creators. So 300 to 1,000 creators daily, and you do this inside with target invites. Target invite is basically you go out and you find these creators. So let me actually go ahead in the Seller Center and show you what a target invite looks like. So here we are inside of the TikTok Shop Seller Center again. We're going to go to the Affiliate Center to be able to find creators. And we go to find creators right here, this tab, and we can see all of these creators. So you want to organize it like this. And just you see all of these creators, they're going to automatically like organize creators in your niche. But you just want to go here and invite these. So 300 to 1,000 per day. If you don't do this, you're going to fall behind. And this is very important because on TikTok Shop, new brands are having a lot of trouble because affiliates, they don't want to work with a new brand because it doesn't look like it's a good opportunity for them, right? They only want to work with brands that are trending, getting sales, etc. So as a new brand, you're going to have to send thousands and thousands of invites just to get a few affiliates coming in, have those affiliates post videos, get sales, and then slowly more affiliates are going to want to start working with you, right? So it's a very slow game, and you do have to put a lot of work sending these invites. You can also automate with a Yuka. Let me know if you guys do want a video on that. But yes, it's a lot of work to get going, and that's why a lot of people say TikTok Shop is very hard to get started because there's a lot of obstacles in your way. Affiliates, they don't want to work with new brands. So we could scroll here. Now also, so this is going to be called a target invites where you go out and find affiliates. You can actually do open collabs right here. And basically what an open collab is that you go ahead and put a listing out there to creators, and then creators see that listing and they can decide if they want to go ahead and work with you. So if they do, they apply, and then you can go ahead and approve or reject them down here. So those are the two main ways. Let's jump back to the presentation. So get 10 to creators posting first week. So something to keep in mind is that there's actually two types of creators, right? So the first creator, and this is going to be a majority of your affiliate system, is a commission-based affiliate. And a commission-based affiliate, pretty self-explanatory. They receive a free product and they get the sales. They get a commission of the sales that they generate. Also, there is retainer-based creators, which on top of those two things, they also receive a monthly retainer, right? Just a monthly amount of money for a specified amount of videos. So usually good range is anywhere from 10 to 25 videos per month. And then the range is going to depend first off on how much they post and also their previous GMV. So GMV stands for gross merchandise value, just basically the previous revenue that they generated. Now, retainer-based creators, they do kill it and they do very, very good for my clients. They do a majority of the actual revenue. Strategy you can use is take all of your commission-based creators, and then if they do good, go ahead and invite them to become a retainer-based creator and post, a good amount of videos every month. This way you flood the algorithm with content. Now, during the launch, you do need to monitor your conversion rate just to make sure it's up to par. You should be at around a 3%, give or take, depending on your price. If you are a little bit lower, keep on adjusting your images daily if needed. Keep checking it out, checking the conversion rate. Encourage reviews organically. So you can actually reach out to customers. Go ahead and ask them for a review. If they don't like the experience that they had with the products, go ahead and offer to send them a new product in return for that good review, because very important, this is a main way that you build momentum. Getting your product out into the algorithm is reviews. Lower price temporarily to drive sales. So first 100 to 200 sales. So this is a huge strategy that you can use just to get those sales coming in. There's also something called a probation period on TikTok, right? Let me full screen for this. So a probation period on TikTok is basically a period that TikTok gives to every seller. They restrict views in order for the creator or the seller to have to prove themselves as a good seller, right? Because they don't want a bad seller to go viral, get hundreds and thousands of sales and not be able to fulfill on them, right? So this way they just save themselves and they really make sure that you are a good seller before they start allowing you to get views. So you got to get those first initial sales in, which is hard, obviously with limited views, but do that and then you're going to start getting a lot more sales and a lot more views. So yeah, dropping price is always a good strategy to just get a good launch going. After launch, reduce commissions once creators' volume stabilize. So really to get going, the better commission you have, you're going to be able to get more affiliates. Now, when you start becoming a trend, you can easily go down to 15% and still get a bunch of affiliates dying to work with you. Second, improve listings based on feedback. So just check your conversion rate, check titles, A/B test titles, photos, descriptions, and then you're going to see what is working and what is not. Reposting winner creator videos to ads. So this is called Spark ads, and I'm going to touch on this a little bit later, but top winning videos that are doing good organically, you can go ahead and take those, get a code, and push them on GMV Max campaigns and kill it, get super high ROAS. This is really how you scale your business. This is really the cherry on top is those GMV Max ads. These are going to take you super far. Add bundles to increase AOV. So like I said earlier in the video, you want that main hero SKU to do most of the work for you. People are going to be buying that main SKU. Once people buy that, they like it, they're going to go on the back end and buy your higher ticket item. So that will be some revenue coming in as well. Your affiliate engine, your number one growth driver. Affiliates are the heart of TikTok Shop, and you're not going to get anywhere just making content by yourself. So why affiliates matter more than ads? Creators, they understand the platform. A lot of these do this full time. They know how to make videos that sell. Also, creators, they are not super corporate people. They're very casual, which is very authentic to the viewer. They're similar to the viewer. They are the viewers. So they know exactly how to target those people. Have built-in engagement and give you unlimited distribution, right? Like I said again earlier in this video, You can very, very easily have hundreds and thousands of TikTok Shop affiliates making videos for you. Compared to having, let's say, in-house employees, you can have a few very expensive, very hard to train, very laborious, and it's just way less scalable than having affiliates make hundreds and thousands of videos every single month promoting your products. Have built-in engagement, give you unlimited distribution, and you only get paid, and they only really get paid if you get paid, right? They really are the bloodline of your business. So you want to treat them all because, treat them accordingly. They are why you're getting sales. So make sure that you're really incentivizing them and making it easy for them to do good for you. So this is the lowest risk, highest reward marketing model ever invented, right? It's not expensive at all compared to Facebook Meta ads because you don't have to spend money upfront. Commission-based creators, they're going to make videos for you. If they do happen to do very good, they are going to make you a lot of money. So the two types of affiliates, we already touched on this, but commission-based affiliates, pros, they're free, high volume, huge uploads. Cons, mixed quality, right? Some of them are tire kickers just wanting a free product. So you do have to make sure that you're not sending out a free product to every single affiliate. You do need to filter them out. And then inconsistent posting. So some affiliates, they might just make the minimum or required amount of videos, which is one video, and then, ghost you basically, which is very bad for scale. You do need multiple videos from every consumer to really get up there. Retainer-based affiliates, so guaranteed content, higher quality, predictable posting. Also, something that's not mentioned here is that they're really receptive to coaching because they obviously don't want to get fired. So they're really receptive to your feedback, which I'm going to touch on later is a very big part of this whole strategy, is really training these creators. Cons, they do cost money, so it's not as scalable at the beginning. Now, Chapter 7, Affiliate Outreach and Management System. Outreach volume targets, so minimum, beginner, if you don't do 200 a day, you're not going to compete. You're not going to be able to compete. Intermediate is 500, and aggressive growth, 1,000 plus a day. Now, you can do this with something called a Yuka AI. And a Yuka AI is just basically, again, automated, but you basically just make a campaign and it's going to send out invites to affiliates that you choose through a filter. So it's going to target those creators. Creators equal distribution. Distribution equals GMV, gross merchandise value. Fancy way of saying revenue. What creators look for? So creators will not promote bad photos, bad titles, low commission, bad reviews, and slow shipping. Now, the most important if this is going to be momentum on the listing. So if you don't have sales and your reviews are not good, you're going to have a very hard time getting affiliates if you're not offering them a retainer. Creators will promote, visually exciting photos, 25 to 50% commissions, fast shipping, high quality listing images, clear descriptions, and products with good videos. Now, this is exactly how to filter creators. And first is going to be content quality. So clear lighting, confident speaking, good pacing. Now, the most important part is going to be proven GMV history. So their previous sales in the last 30 days. If they have good amount of sales, of course, they're going to do good for your brand. Niche alignment, so if they're acclimated to making videos in your niche and doing good, you should be targeting competitors' creators. I'm going to show you how to steal your top creators shortly. Stay tuned for that. Strong engagement rate as well. Now, something that you want to look for is called an estimated post rate. So let me jump over to the TikTok Seller Center right here that we have. If you go to sample request, we can go here and see a creator's estimated post rate. So we know that for every product they have worked with in the past, they have a 97% estimated post rate. So this is very, very high. Some creators you're going to see are very low, like 8% or something. Do not invite those. They're not going to make a video with your product. Now, to the best part where I'm going to show you exactly how to steal your competitors' affiliates. So here we are. I'm going to show you exactly how to steal your TikTok Shop competitors' top affiliates. So let's jump into this. And Calendar, go in here and find a competitor to you. So let's say for this example, you're selling, let's just say Medicube skincare set. Let's say you're selling skincare. Go in here, put 180 days, and you're going to see all of your top creators right here, right? You're going to see all of your top competitors' creators right here. So we can see in the last 180 days, they have worked with 9,000 creators. Top creator has generated almost $900,000 in sales. So take all of these creators, even go to like the fifth page right here, the top 50 creators, and go ahead and invite them. So you can copy and paste this name right here. Copy. From here, we just have to jump over. From here, all we have to do is just jump over to the Seller Center. Let's do that right here. Now, once we're here, we have to go to the Affiliate Center and you have to go to the Find Creators. So go here, paste her name, and you're going to see it right here. So we can see this creator right here, and you can actually go ahead and invite them directly through here. So we can't just because this creator has 20,000 plus followers, and this is an outreach limit. I'm going to touch on this right now. But yeah, if you can go ahead and invite them. You can actually click into their profile as well and go to the TikTok and just send them a message through here. This is a really good way to get a bunch of affiliates see your message because, of course, a bunch of brands, they're going to go ahead and just invite through the seller center. But if you want to stick out, you can go to their Twitter, you can go to their Gmail, you can go to anywhere that's not the seller center. But a majority of your sales are going to be through the actual TikTok shop affiliate marketplace. So that being said, let's take a look at these outreach limits. So this is just done so TikTok has a good creator experience, a good, user experience. Basically, to explain this simply, TikTok gives you a certain amount of invites you can send for how much GMV you have. So this just ensures that if you have zero GMV, nobody's buying your product, you can't just reach out to 100,000 creators every single month. So here are the actual limits here. So if you get $0 in sales, you can't reach out at all. You get 0 unconnected creators that you can reach out to. And if you go up to 2,000, so even if you get $1 in sales, which is a good strategy, let's say you're stuck and you can't invite nobody, just go ahead and buy your own products, and you're going to be able to get 2,000 extra invites. So up to $2,000 is 2,000 creators. So you can only reach out to creators who are from 0 to 20,000 followers. Now, if you get over $2,000 in sales, you can move up to the creator tier. So over 2,000 to 50,000, you can reach out to 7,000 creators and unlimited amount of follower count. And over 50,000 in sales, you can reach out to unlimited amount of creators for unlimited, follower count. These are the tiers that they just put in place to really make sure that TikTok's user experience is a good, good for the users, good for the sellers, good for the creators. So here's what you actually want to avoid in creators. So people who never post, low estimated post quality, low quality recording setups. So once you're actually going through creators, you can see their videos and you can see their TikTok account. Make sure that they post good quality videos. They look good. They have a good phone. The lighting is good. They have a good, background. It doesn't need to be super fancy or whatever, but just make sure that it fits the actual brand image that you want for your brand. No marketing awareness as well for the creators. So how to keep your creators producing for you, give feedback, right? Share winning videos. A tip that I really like to use and do is once a video goes viral in the affiliate system, so let's say an affiliate makes a video, goes viral, I take that video and I share it to all my other affiliates so they can replicate it and they can do very, very well in sales. Also, run creator-only flash sale incentives. Flash sales are always going to increase conversion rate. Create a Discord and WhatsApp creator groups to really interact with your creators, right? Here you can train them and you can really give them feedback on what's working. Also send bonuses to top performers. You can create a leaderboard to gamify the whole affiliate system. Also pay retainers for consistent output. Super, super important. This is by far the most important part. You want to pay these retainers and invest in your top creators and have them go crazy. Chapter 8 content strategy. So this is how you're going to go viral. Not only go viral, you're going to want to replicate it because a lot of brands, they might go viral every 8 months, right? So they have a spike in sales. What you need to do is be able to replicate virality within your TikTok shop affiliate system. So you have, every 3 months, every month you're going to go viral 3 times. And this really allows you to predictably scale and get more affiliates, get more retainer-based affiliates working with you to scale your shop. Now, Chapter 8, content strategy. What makes your products go viral? The 5 components of high converting TikTok content. So hook, problem, or desire statement. The hook is going to be the first 3 or 4 seconds of your video. This is what's really going to make your video go viral. So if you have a bad hook, you're not going to get views. Your creator is going to get 200 views or whatever. They're going to be stuck in 200 view jail. If you have a good hook, you're going to do good. And also you're going to want to replicate hooks. So that's just a majority of your marketing right there is that hook. Problem or desire statement, demonstration, transformation, or result. Call to action. So high performing hook examples. So these can be good, but what you want to do is go and calculate it. So let's jump back over here. Again, let's find a competitor. So for this example, let's just say that you are selling let's find a supplement. Supplements are always good, and a lot of people sell supplements. So let's just go here. Okay. Actually, let's just do neurogum. So we go in here, let's go to the content section, it's down here. Let's move to 180 days right here. And what we want to do is go in here and study these videos. So take these hooks. You can't hear right now, but you want to take these hooks. You can see this brand right here, Neurogum, is just focusing on that they were on Shark Tank. So they're just doubling down on it. And this is a very good example because they know what's working, and they're not going out and replicating something that's not working. They're focusing on just doubling down. They found out it works once, and they're doing it again and again and again and again, and they're milking it until it's dead. All right, this top video got 58 million views. Insane. Jumping back to the presentation, so content angle library. Problem solutions always work very good. Reaction styles do work good as well if your affiliate is providing value and being entertaining. Unboxings, reviews, transformation, before and after, aesthetic montage, using it for 7 days. All of these marketing angles are pretty good, but again, the way that you find real marketing angles and real problems to target is by calo data. So just go in here, find a competitor, the same thing. Find what people are targeting. So shapewear, if you go here, let's say we were selling shapewear and this is a competitor, we go in here and we see what's working. So you see what she's calling out here? She's basically calling how the other ones don't shape her, right? And then in that video, she's going to put on this shapewear and it's going to shape her. So that's a pain point in a marketing angle that she's targeting because the other fajas, they don't do that, right? So this one does it. Now let's move on. How to create a content brief for creators. So your brief should include hooks that work, angle to test, pain points to highlight, shorts to include, shots to include, common mistakes to avoid, winning examples for Calidata or fast moss. So by far the most important things to include into your content brief is going to be hooks that work. Proven hooks, don't just make up hooks. You can, but make sure that you include, and a majority of them are hooks that your competitors are using to get millions of views, right? Creators love direction, and direction equals better videos for you and for them. They're going to make more money, you're going to make more money. Chapter 9, TikTok campaigns, offers, and flash sales. So why offers matter? First off, they're going to increase conversion rate. Everybody knows that. TikTok shoppers respond strongly to flash sales. So flash sales are super, super good. Flash sales is basically just a discount, but it's urgent. It creates urgency because it only says that the deal is going on for 3 days. So you can set it for a max of 3 days. So people see this and they're going to think, oh, wow, I only have a few days to get this. I only have a few hours to get this. Let me buy it right now. Urgency is always a good way just to get people to buy. Urgency, scarcity, today only promotions, free shipping, buy two, get one free. Campaign types that boost sales. So here you can go flash sales, free shipping campaigns, seasonal holiday campaigns. This is very good. TikTok is doing this for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, etc. They give you, these are actually TikTok seller campaigns, and they give you this. They give you basically a free badge for it, and they push you out to the algorithm. Some of these you do have to register and spend GMV max ad campaign like money on it. So others you don't. They're completely organic. TikTok will sometimes discount your product for the so these are also co-funded coupons. TikTok will sometimes discount your product for the customer, but still pay you your full price. So you get a conversion rate boost. You get more people knowing your brand, and you still get paid full price. So it's super profitable because everybody's going to take that offer, Chapter 10, early troubleshooting beginner issues. So low affiliate adoption. This is a very big problem. If you don't have content going out, you're not going to make sales. Low commissions, bad photos are going to cause these. No videos on listing in the description, no reviews, slow shipping, price to high. Now, the main thing is going to be not having sales and reviews on your product listing. Now, low conversion rates. So this is going to be, first off, your first image is always going to be the main thing. We want to add lifestyle shots, rewrite title. Again, second most important thing. Lower prices. This is very important as well. Find a competitive price through your affiliates. Now, if you do want to go ahead and be in a luxury product in your space, you can, but you go ahead and get retainer-based creators to make content for you from the beginning, and just also you want to choose creators that do fit your brand image if you really care about that. Now, if you care about sales, I would recommend just going with anybody that gets sales. If you do really want to cultivate that brand image, which might not be super efficient sometimes, go for it. Now, low sales velocity solutions, you want to increase commissions to get more creators, increase creator outreach, again, to get more creators, run flash sales, super technical and useful, reduce price temporarily. So this is really going to help you, especially at the beginning. You need sales, you need reviews coming in. And it doesn't matter if it's sales for $1 or for $10, $100, a sale is a sale, and it's going to give you momentum. Improve content brief. This is really going to help you go viral. Content briefs are super important. People underestimate because it's just a document, but this document can easily make you hundreds and millions of dollars, hundreds and thousands of millions of dollars. So here we are, chapter 11, and what scaling actually looks like. So scaling means increasing creator volume, creator content volume, listing traffic, and GMV while maintaining good shipping, good reviews, and reasonable margins. These two right here, if you increase these, you're going to, make money on the platform, essentially. Now, scaling framework, ideally, these are retainer-based creators right here, but you can actually go ahead and take these affiliate and commission-based creators and have them post, train them. If they do good, go ahead and offer them a retainer. Optimize listings, so just make sure your conversion rate is going up on testing photos, testing descriptions, etc. Step 3, go ahead and add bundles on the back end so you get sales on the back end. Make sure you're only promoting that one SKU though. This is really going to help you exponentially grow. Maintain daily outreach, ideally 1,000 a day. Step 5, you can go ahead and start ads. So start Spark ads. So step 5, you can go ahead and actually just start running ads. Take the videos that are doing well organically, get the code for them, and then go ahead and push ad spend through GMV Max ad campaigns. That being said, let's jump over to full screen. That being said, I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. Implement every single strategy and you'll be well on your way to 100K per month in sales. And if you're a brand owner that knows TikTok Shop is the future of e-commerce, hit the first link in the description. Don't waste your time learning and failing on the platform. You're going to be wasting a lot of money, not making money every single day. So apply to work with me, first link in the description. We're going to talk how look inside of your business to apply a viral affiliate infrastructure. Now, if you want to continue learning it and scaling yourself, no worries. Watch this video on screen right here. It walks you on how to completely navigate the TikTok Shop Seller Center, which is your hub for everything. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.